without it.
Yes, sir. Amen.
Don't leave home without it. May the words of my mouth, meditation of thy heart, be acceptable in thy sight, dear Father, in all my strength.
Yes.
And my Redeemer, God, I love you. It's in the precious name of Jesus I do pray. Amen.
Amen.
Don't leave home without it.
Amen.
I'm not really ashamed to speak the year I was born. I was born in 1975. And it was in that year, my generation, we were defined by our unique clothing that we wore. I was very proud to wear my members only jackets.
All right now.
I was proud to wear my penny loafers.
All right.
Wasn't ashamed to put a penny in the middle of it as well. I was happy in my generation to wear my high top fade.
All right.
I would put a little Clorox in the middle to change the colors. Y'all know what I'm talking
All
about.
right.
My generation. I also remember the 90s commercials that was out. I come from a generation where we had the schoolhouse rock generation.
Yeah.
Remember that commercial where it said, well, I'm just a bill, just a lonely bill, sitting on Capitol Hill.
Yeah.
We learned about conjunction function. What's your function?
All right.
Matter of fact, in my generation, we grew up with that service, with that public service announcement when it was a deep in the heart of drugs. You remember that skillet that had that stove, with that skillet on the stove that had some oil in it. They would crack the egg in it, and that egg would bake, would fry. And then they would say, well, this is drugs. And this is your brain on drugs. Then they will say, any questions? We were defined by the slogans and the companies that they had, as well as Nike had the slogan, just do it. My generations and my era, you remember that old lady who used to be in that Wendy's commercial who always asked the question, where was the beef? Yeah, and some of y'all sisters will remember that secret told you that it was strong enough for a man, but made for a woman. That was in my era. And also, now in our era, there was a very man named David Ogilvy. David Ogilvy had developed one of the greatest slogans of all time. He had developed it for this credit card company named American Express. He had developed this slogan that took American Express to the height of the credit card game. And that slogan was simply don't leave home without it. Now, American Express had everybody believing that if you left home without this American Express card, you'll be in great trouble. They had everybody believing that you don't know what the day may bring, but whatever it brought, you made sure that you had that American Express card in your pocket.
Yeah.
And he convinced the whole America how dangerous it was not to leave home without that American Express.
Yeah.
Well, if you come with me and journey with Luke to the end of chapter Luke, to the end of the chapter in Luke's gospel, Jesus had just been crucified on the cross. He just risen on the third day as prophesied in the scripture. Now he is guided with all his disciples to give them their assignment. Their assignment was to go preach the kingdom of God. Their assignment was to lay a hand on the sick and heal. Their assignment was to preach forgiveness in his name. Their assignment was to go out baptizing them in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. The disciples was given an assignment to change the world. Jesus lets them know that before you leave this place, before you leave this room, before you go out and try to preach to the world, before you go out and try to walk like a disciple, make certain that you don't leave home without stay right here because I want you to make sure that you got the power. I want to make sure that you have the possession. And I want to make sure that you have the presence of the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
He wants the disciples to know just as well he wants us to know today. And that is, you cannot fulfill your assignment as a child of God without the power of the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
He wants to let us know that you cannot walk in a way that's pleasing to God without the presence of the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
He wants us to know that you cannot endure the trials of life. You cannot endure the temptation that the world brings into you unless you have the power of perseverance of the Holy Spirit.
Right.
Matter of fact, you can't be what God called you to be without the Holy Spirit building you and edifying you and operating in your life. You need the Holy Spirit every day.
Amen.
You need the Holy Spirit every time you walk, every time you talk. He needs to guide you in all of your path.
Yes.
This is what it's like to live without the Holy Spirit. This is what it's like. I remember a few months ago when my daughter was playing in our AAU basketball league. They had a tournament in Atlanta. And we went up there, and while we had some downtime, we went into the mall. And as we went to the mall, there was a 2020 Tesla car that was displayed in the middle of the floor. And I tell you, church, that Tesla was just, candy to my eye. I just said, that's just what the pastor of our Bible church ought to be driving. A 2020 Tesla car. Yeah, man, when I took pictures of that Tesla car and everything, and when I got home, I did a little research because I wanted to know everything that this Tesla did. And I did a little research, and I want to know all the bells and whistles on that thing, and y'all, that Tesla can link to your phone, and you can link your calendar and everything, and you can put it in, and it'll already know where you're going, and it'll already be ready to take you where you need to go.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, that thing comes with an app, and in that app, you can summon the car to come get you within a certain distance to be ready to take you out. When you see me in my Tesla,
Amen.
but there was a video where somebody was trying to make a joke of the Tesla because it's 100% electric. There's no emission, there's no exhaust, it's just 100% electric. And I seen the video, and there was two brothers, two friends sitting at the table at a restaurant, and one of the brothers was there. He was bragging about his Tesla. He was telling them all the things that he can do, or he can do this on my app, and I can summon it to come and pick us up when we get ready to leave. And the friend said, well, come on, show me. So they went out, and he did his thing in the app, and went outside the restaurant, and they was waiting for the Tesla to come, but it wasn't there. So he did his thing again, and he said, no, it wasn't there. It wouldn't come. So they walked to the parking lot, man, to the Tesla, and he couldn't open the door. Couldn't get it to open, couldn't get it to do anything. He said, man, what's wrong with the Tesla? He said, man, I forget to charge the thing up. But this is what it's like. You can have all the bells and whistles. You can do everything that God has called you to do. But if you're not connected to the source, it's all for nothing. You got to know that you've been given power. You've been given the possibilities. You've been given potential to change the world. But without the Holy Spirit, you can't do nothing at all. You got to understand how critical this Holy Spirit is to us. And it's history to know that we're beginning to really learn about the Holy Spirit, that on that day of resurrection, that the Bible tells us, and Paul lets us know that there was over 500 people that witnessed the resurrection of Jesus.
Yeah.
Over that 500 people, that there were only 120 of them in the upper room that received the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
Now, 500 saw that Jesus was resurrected, but only 120 received the Holy Spirit. Which means is what lets us know that you can be a witness of the resurrection of Jesus and not be a recipient of the Holy Spirit. So that lets us know that every day we encounter believers who believe in Jesus Christ, have not understand the necessity of evoking the Holy Spirit as our daily source in our lives. One of the reasons that Christians are hesitant about embracing the Holy Spirit because the Holy Spirit is one of the debated topics and doctrines in the history of Christianity. The reason that our understanding of the Holy Spirit sort of draws a line between all of our denominations.
All right now.
One side you got the Protestants. One side you got the Apostolic. One side you got the Pentecostal. You got the Church of God of Christ. You got the Baptists over here. It's all a divided line on how we believe in the Holy Spirit. And the main question that divides us is, how do I know I have the Holy Spirit? That's the main question. How do I identify myself by having the Holy Spirit?
All right now.
Is it identified by those who shout loud and jump around and dance around in worship? Is it identified when the pastor takes the oil and lays hands on somebody and they lay out prostrate on the floor and they pull out the rag over and cover their mouth? Is it identified that way? How do I know the Holy Spirit is at work in my life? And a lot of it has to way to do with how the Pentecostal church marketed the Holy Spirit. Many people would wonder and say that maybe because I don't do the stuff I see the Pentecostal church do. Maybe that's the reason I don't have the Holy Spirit.
Bring it home, brother.
You may say amen and you may shout, but you don't shout until you lose your voice. You don't mind worshiping God, but you ain't gonna get up and work up a sweat. Yeah, you like coming to church, but you ain't mad at church over in an hour. Now you go to a Pentecostal church, they ain't got no clock in the back. They staying all day. So you know, you don't talk in tongues, you don't pass out in church, you never felt the urge to get up and run a lap in church, and you're wondering, how do I know
Bring it home.
that I have the Holy Spirit? Well, I want to suggest to you today, brothers and sisters, instead of worrying about what other people do, maybe we ought to look into the Word of God and see what it is to have the presence of the Holy Spirit. Now, we're looking at Acts, the 2nd chapter. You begin to see when the Holy Spirit shows up, you'll find that the presence of the Holy Spirit is confirmed in 4 ways.
Amen.
First of all, the Holy Spirit is evident through a fiery presence.
Yes, sir.
The Holy Spirit is evidence through a fire. Here's what the Bible says, that when the Holy Spirit came, it rested upon each of their tongues as a fire. That there was a fiery presence.
Amen.
Now I want to remind you that there are at least over 500 references of fire in the Bible. When you look at the purpose of fire, the Bible says that it's used for 2 things: to consume and to consecrate.
All right.
That the purpose of fire in the Bible was to purge and to purify and to make well, to prepare something for the work of God. It is used to remove iniquities and to pave a way for holiness. It was used as a way to get rid of ungodliness. To get rid of ungodliness, to prepare something as a vessel to be used by God. So the thing that is not right, fire burns it out so that it may be ready to be used by God. So when God wanted to purge Sodom and Gomorrah, he used fire. And when God wanted to prepare Moses, he used fire from a bush. The Bible says that God's presence is like a refining fire. And the reason the Holy Spirit shows up as a fiery presence, because one of the primary purposes of the Holy Spirit is to redeem the Redeemer. It is to refine everybody who has been redeemed by the grace of God. To purify the disciples, to make holy before the Lord. The blood of Jesus sets us free, but the Holy Spirit delivers us. The Holy Spirit takes the taste of sin out of your mouth.
Amen.
And it gives you a hunger to want to walk in righteousness.
Right.
The Holy Spirit makes you want to do what God has called you to do in your life. Now, understanding that side of the Holy Spirit is not those who stand up and pretend to be holy. The side of the Holy Spirit is not those who stand up and pretend to be present, to be perfect. The sign of the Holy Spirit is seen as those who trying to do better than they were yesterday. The sign of the Holy Spirit are those who trying to do better today than they did on yesterday. The sign of the Holy Spirit is you wanting to become closer to God. Amen. Wanting to yearn for God.
Amen.
Because you want to be closer in His presence. You don't have to be perfect to have the Holy Spirit. You just gotta want to be there. Show me of somebody who says no today to what they said yesterday. I'll show you somebody who has the Holy Spirit working in them. Show me somebody who said, I don't do what I used to do. I don't act like I used to act. I don't sing like I used to sing. I'll show you somebody who has the Holy Spirit working in them. Show me somebody who says, I want to walk closer to God because I want to live by Him. I want to stand in His presence. I want to do the things He calls me to do. And I'll show you somebody who the Holy Spirit is working in. Because it refines you. It purifies you. It takes the things that are old and it takes away the old man and prepares you for the new man. The Bible said that it came as a fiery as it set upon their tongue. The fire was on their mouth. The Bible said, as it meant to purge what was in the mouth. As it was saying that it's not in me talking in tongues, but it's meant to refine what I say according to what God wants me to say. So the Holy Spirit works in me by me smiling and saying, God bless you, instead of me saying what I really want to say out of the name of Jesus. The Holy Spirit is purging my mouth so that the words that comes out of my mouth are the words that God wants me to say. It said that it purged their tongue as if it was fire. Show me a church member that doesn't say hello every time you speak to them. Show me a church member that doesn't say good morning to you and puff up their head and turn their eyes and turn their shoulders. Then I'll show you somebody who doesn't have the Holy Spirit in them. Show me somebody who curses you out. Show me somebody who gossips about you. Show me somebody who talks behind your back. Then I'll show you somebody who haven't had the Holy Spirit touch their tongue to purify the words that are coming out of their mouth. It said it was a fiery presence, as if it was preparing their words to do something. I need you to remember that. It came as if it was a fiery presence on their tongue. As if it was preparing them to do something. Second of all, there's second evidence. According to the Bible, it says that the Holy Spirit shows up as a mighty rushing wind. It is an understanding that wind is a controlling force. That when you see the wind in the Bible, that it was meant to alter, that it was meant to correct and assist the direction of a boat that was used in the Bible. Because you remember when the disciples was on their boat and they was on the cross to the other side of Galilee. And you remember the Bible said that they could not because the wind was contrary. The wind was controlling them. The wind was spoken as a controlling force. So the reason the Holy Spirit shows up as a wind is that the purpose is to control you. The purpose is to, now he told Nicodemus in John 3, he told Nicodemus, you can't control the wind. And he told Nicodemus that in referring to the Holy Spirit, as in you can't control the Holy Spirit. Now, if you get that, you'll understand that you ought to stop asking people, do you have the Holy Spirit? Because if you understand that, the question is not do you have the Holy Spirit, but the question is do the Holy Spirit have you? Because the Holy Spirit controls you. It controls everything about you.
Yeah.
And do you have control over your head? Do you have control over your mind? Do you have control over your mouth and over your heart and your hands and feet? Is the Holy Spirit control over you?
Yes.
And to really understand this control and force of the Holy Spirit, because it said it came as a mighty rushing wind. It took control of them. And I did a little research,
right,
and I wondered, it said one example of how the wind works is that if you were to take an airplane and fly from here to anywhere on the West Coast, that if it would take a certain amount of hours, let's say 15 hours to get over there, but it would take only 10 hours to come back from the same place to get it back over here.
Yeah.
And they wondered, why does it take such a different time, so longer to get over there than it is to get back over here when you're in the same plane? You're going the same distance, you're doing the same thing, but yet it takes longer for me to get here to over there than over there to get back over here.
Yeah.
Well, there's two types of winds. There's a headwind and there's a tailwind.
Yeah.
Now, when you're going over there, the headwind is contrary to where you're going. You are going in one direction, but the headwind is pushing you back, controlling you wherever you're going.
Yeah.
But when you're going the other way, you got a tailwind pushing you forward.
Yeah.
So that's why it takes a little longer for you to get over here than it is to get over you there.
Yeah.
So this is how the Holy Spirit works. The Holy Spirit works as a headwind.
Yeah.
And it lets you know that whenever you're going in a certain direction, that the Holy Spirit would oftentimes slow you down.
Yeah.
The Holy Spirit would oftentimes let you know that's not the way that you're supposed to go.
Yeah.
The Holy Spirit will sometimes close a door on your face.
Yeah.
The Holy Spirit will sometimes change your direction.
Yeah.
It works as a headwind trying to slow you down.
Yeah.
That's the purpose of the Holy Spirit, that every now and then you've got to be able to discern which way to go that the Lord is calling you.
Yeah.
The Holy Spirit will control your direction. That the Holy Spirit will come in at a mighty rushing wind.
Yeah. Amen.
That you'll be able to discern what God is telling you. It's not how loud you shout and sing, but it's you recognizing when God is closing the door in your life. Is you recognizing when God is saying, no, don't go that way, but go this way.
Yeah.
It's allowing God to control your direction. Show me a man who walks away from his desires and instead goes in the way of the will of God in his life. Then I'll show you the Holy Spirit who works in his way. So show me a man who walks away from temptations that he's given in all his life and says, I'm not going to go that way to tempt me. And I'll show you the Holy Spirit who works in his life.
Yeah, man.
But the Holy Spirit comes in as a fiery presence on your tongue, preparing you to speak the words of God. And as also as a mighty rushing wind to control your life.
Yeah.
Third reason the Bible says the Holy Spirit shows up, the Bible again says that they begin to talk in other tongues. They begin to talk in other tongues. I must remind you, brothers and sisters, that here in Acts 2 is totally different than what we hear the apostolic churches speaking tongues happen here. It's totally different how the Pentecostals speak in tongues. And when you hear the Pentecostal churches and the Christians speak in tongues, they are gifted to speak as the Holy Spirit in an unknown language. Which is why Paul tells us in the 1 Corinthians that if you're talking in tongues in an unknown language, that you need an interpreter.
Amen.
Because otherwise you're not edifying the body of Christ.
Yeah.
Paul tells us that there are different gifts. Some the gift of faith, some the gift of wisdom, some the gift of knowledge, some the gift of tongues, and some the gift of interpretation. Not every Christian is gifted to talk in tongues. And even Paul says that when one talks in tongues, it does two things. It edifies yourself and it edifies the church.
Yes.
He says it edifies yourself because it expresses in your spirit what you can't say in words. And so when you're talking in songs, nobody knows what you're saying. But Paul says if you're going to stand up and talk in tongues, that you ought to have at least 2 or 3 interpreters to interpret what you're saying. In other words, you're just sitting up here because nobody knows what you're saying. But that is totally different when the Holy Spirit shows up in Acts 2. When the Holy Spirit shows up in Acts 2, the Bible says they begin to speak in other tongues. It was tongues that other people could understand. Opposed when you're speaking in the spiritual gift tongues, nobody can understand. They said here in Acts chapter 2 that they had, that look at these Galatians. How in the world could they be speaking in these languages in which nobody never taught them? How can these Galatians here speak in such a language when they never went to school, and all of a sudden these Galatians are speaking in a language that they never learned? The Bible says the Holy Spirit came. Some of them started speaking in Parthian. Some of them started speaking in Macedonian. Some of them started speaking in Cretan. And some of them started speaking in Arabic. And some of them started speaking in Roman. And the people all around them couldn't understand. How in the world could these Galatians now speak fluently in a known language that they've never been trained to speak in?
Amen.
The tongues they were speaking in were other languages. And the reason they were able to do this, the Bible says the Holy Spirit had given them power to speak in an unlearned language as a fulfillment of what Jesus said, that when he said, when the Holy Spirit comes, he says in Act 1 verse 8, that when you receive the Holy Spirit, you will be witnessing to all the earth. Now in order for them to be witnessing to all the earth, they can't speak in a language that nobody can understand. In order for them to be witnesses to all the earth, they got to be able to communicate to everybody. They got to be able to communicate to this religion, to this speaking man, to this speaking woman, and this speaking man, and here over there, here over there. So when the Holy Spirit came, it gave them the ability to speak in every language. That he may be or she may be a witness to the Holy Spirit. So the primary purpose of the Holy Spirit is enable you to be a witness to all of other religions out there. Talking in tongues is not some spiritual bragging in church. But talking in tongues is the power of the Holy Spirit that helps you to reach a world outside of your church that you're in. The Holy Spirit gives you the talking in tongues so that you may reach a dying world and preach the good news and the gospel of Jesus Christ. The power of the Holy Spirit is to make you able to communicate to those who don't know the Lord. It's to make you being able to communicate the love and the grace of Jesus Christ. So it comes as a fiery furnace. It comes as to purify the words of your mouth. It comes as a rushing wind that takes control of you. And it comes as a talking in other tongues that gives you a heart to speak to those outside the church. But what I love the most, that the presence of the Holy Spirit is identified by the manifestation of what it says in verse number 1. Says that when they all had gathered together in one place, they were all in one accord. That the real sign, brothers and sisters, of the evidence of the Holy Spirit working in the life of the church, and as you as well as when the Holy Spirit brings us together in unity. When you're led by the Holy Spirit, you seek to maintain unity in the church. It says they were all together in one accord. That doesn't mean that they were all alike. That doesn't mean they're all similar. But yet, in all their differences, in all their irreconcilable ways, they were all together in one accord. The Bible says that there were about 120 in the upper room that was filled with the Holy Spirit. And when they were filled with the Holy Spirit, it all affected them in different ways.
Yeah.
Holy Spirit didn't affect him in this way, and it didn't affect her in another way. The Holy Spirit touched him, and he started speaking Egyptian. The Holy Spirit touched her, and she started speaking Arabic. And the Holy Spirit touched him, and he started speaking Parthian. And it touched her, and she started speaking Medes. And the Holy Spirit started speaking through him through Arabic. Everybody was speaking a different language.
Yeah.
It touched people in a different way.
Yeah.
And the Bible says, even though it touched everybody in a different way, they were still together in one accord.
Yeah.
Here's why it's so important to live in unity in the church and represent the Holy Spirit, is because just because I want to sit down and take in the word and don't say a word, don't judge me. If I want to stand up and shout and wave my hands and make all kind of noise, don't judge me.
Yes, sir.
If I want to stand up and run a lap around the church, don't judge me.
Yeah.
Because the Holy Spirit touches each and every one of us in a different way.
Yeah.
They were all in one accord in the church. So don't come to me asking me, do you have the Holy Spirit? Because even though it touched you in one way and it touched me in another way, doesn't mean I don't have the Holy Spirit. And I know I have the Holy Spirit because I don't say the things I used to say. I know I have the Holy Spirit because the Holy Spirit controls my life. It controls my directions. I know I have the Holy Spirit because I not only shout in church and I only listen to the word, but when I get out there outside the word, I'm letting other people know what the word of God says. And the fourth thing I know, I got the Holy Spirit because I'm not going to sit up here and judge you on how the Holy Spirit touched you. Because the way it touched you don't mean it got to touch me the same way. The way it touched me don't mean it got to touch you the same way. I'm not going to judge you and you don't judge me. That's how I know I got the Holy Spirit. So if you got any questions today, and if anybody asks you, are you living for Christ? If anybody asks you, do you have the Holy Spirit in you? You just let them know that the Holy Spirit not only lives in me, but I live in the Holy Spirit. And He controls everything I do and everything I say. The Holy Spirit dwells in the inside of me.
Amen.
How about you today? The Holy Spirit live in you? Has the Holy Spirit changed the way you talk? Has it been a fiery presence on your tongue? Has it come into your life like a rushing mighty wind? Has it touched you in a way that you can go out and talk to people about the grace of God? Oh, the Holy Spirit. How do I know? I know because I feel it. All on the inside of me. God bless you, my Lord. That's the best I can do today. Let's stand on your feet.